Morning. Good morning. Buenos días. Buenos días. Welcome to Bienvenidos a Morning Mics. Mañana's Mics. I don't know. What is morning? I don't remember. Hello there. Welcome to Morning Mics, brought to you by the great people at Venbrook Insurance. You have to have a good insurance company. You just can't get screwed. Okay? We all know that. Wow. Can I tell you something? Good morning to everybody before I just start spewing. And it could be like a geyser here. I just want to say, Joy, hit the like button. Joy's very, very serious about the like button. She constantly is admonishing people to hit the like button. Joy, I got to tell you something. I don't know where it is. I mean, I could hit my own like button and I haven't done it because I don't know where it is. You know who's saying hello? Carly Elizabeth is saying hello from our beautiful Canada, or as they say, North Mexico. No, that's not nice, but some people do say that, and it is funny. Spent a little time in Canada this summer. Nova Scotia, which is just dusting Canada. It's not like really getting in there. It's not like, Saskatchewan, which I'd like to do. Good morning from Cape Cod. Susan, how's that post-summer hangover feeling there in Cape Cod, right? I think it's kind of like it's still beautiful. The weather's great. It's back to get really great. The humidity's going away. It's probably lovely. I'm waiting for Billy's exciting story. Nita, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything exciting lately. Good morning from Kirkland, Washington. Hello, Deanne. We got beautiful Deanne checking in right there. She's having a great day. Mama Roll loves the VT. Mama Roll, we're in Vermont again because I told you about my best buddy I grew up with in Manhattan in New York, Xander Baumgarten. And Xander lives in Stowe. So if you're ever in Stowe, I need you to look up Xander and be like, hey, I hang out with your best friend every morning, Xander. Because I think his office is like right there on like Main Street or wherever. He's the loveliest guy. Happy Monday from Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Don't we all feel like Mildred just sort of wakes up around like, she's like 11 minutes in. She's like, dusting off, stretching out, and she comes in and starts firing shots. Hello from Boston. Joanne Mellinson is checking in from Boston. God, do I love Boston. One of my favorite cities. Of course, Steve loves Boston. That would be his home city, his home base.
That's right, baby.
When you
Big
think
Patriots
of Boston,
win.
I think of the Back Bay and just and Fenway Park and those great bars that are outside and
North End.
God. Yeah, Boylston Street.
Oh, of course.
I mean, where would you rather live than in a brownstone on Beacon Hill? That's just that's just old school. That's finite property right there. Very expensive.
Yeah, Beacon Hill's beautiful.
Newbury. Good morning from Boca Grande. Do you ever see Pro Chef Fit Girl? Hey, girl. Very fit. Jesus, is that really you? My God. Do you see Tucker Carlson around town? When I did the Tucker Carlson interview, I did his show. Because Tucker and I went to high school together. So we didn't talk politics or anything. I just told him about my story when we were launching Hot Mics. 15 million people watched it. Just massive. And I went to his studio we did it in Florida. And that's in Boca Grande. And we went to some little place in town for lobster rolls afterwards and then had lobster rolls at his house with his wife, who's my friend. So, you see, so Pro Chef Girl says, I see Tucker. Yeah. It's a nice place, but they got devastated by the hurricane. Holy mackerel. When I was there, it was like people were still stringing that place together there. It was unbelievable. So the good news is rolling into this week, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and then fell back asleep till 6:17. It could have gone either way because I went to bed at 10:20 and then maybe it was 3:40. And I'm like, 5 hours and 20. Maybe that's it. Let me just lay down and close my eyes because I felt sort of awake. Wham! Back down hard, woke up at 6:17. And here's the best thing. Not going to lie. I very much keep this honest. I'll keep a Xanax in my little bag in case my mind is on a hamster wheel. and I can't get off it, but I don't like to take it. I don't like to take anything that would become, a regular addictive thing. So I'm really funny about it. But nothing, all natural, happens when I don't drink much. And yesterday, I think it might be this post-psilocybin journey thing, and we're going to get into that. But I came out of it with first of all, unbelievable revelations, but this is a preview window. A different perspective on the booze. I had a martini on Saturday night, it tasted like shit. It tasted like ethanol. And I was like, oh, wow. Is that a reprogramming in there? I don't think I need more martinis. Probably not. Kisses from Michigan. That should be the name of your podcast. Robin Willis. Welcome to Kisses from Michigan. I'm Robin. And then it's just a warm, fuzzy hour of Penthouse stories. No, I'm kidding. Now, when you were little, did you ever read the Penthouse forum stories? Oh, that was our, now the kids have the porn apps and they go crazy, but we used to have the Penthouse stories or the Playboy stories. And like one guy would read them to the other. We're like 13 terrible little guys. I don't know how my mind went there, but we're going to get right back to the peaceful place. Steve, it's your job to keep me on track. Love that. Share your secrets with us, Billy. I know. Winnie, I can't help it. I also think like life's too short, and we've all wasted too much time in life with shame. It's like everybody has some. Ooh, that sort of does walk me to the journey right now. I was going to bitch about the Giants for a minute. Can I do it later? Yeah. Oh, fuck you, the Giants. Just whatever. Okay. Are we here? Are we all here? No, we're not all here. That's okay. The super loyals are here. The journey is unbelievable. I have to find a way in my life. I went in. They say you don't get the journey. You get the journey you need, not the one you want. I got both. Turns out the journey I needed is the one I wanted, so I was in tune with myself. I arrived at this beautiful home, this older couple in their 70s. We had a wonderful, the house, gorgeous, chef cooking like a beautiful stew in an old hearth in a house with maybe 8 acres, farmhouse, gardens, very zen. Clearly they found it and went, this is the sanctuary. Immediately the warmth on these two. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in the right place. The house is everything's zen, everything's feng shui. It's aligned. We go in, we talk for an hour and go through, this is what it is. These are the stages of our life, from 0 to 7, we all have these little traumas, and a trauma could be, let's say my brother and I, we both ask for a specific toy on Christmas. I get mine. He doesn't get his. They get something else for him. He's 3 years old. That trauma stays with him. It tells him, you're not good enough. You're not as good as your brother. And it's irrational because maybe they just ran out. It was, they had to find something else, but doesn't matter. These things collect. Then, of course, there's the big traumas, the ones that are overt. And then you go to the ego state. They just show you the stages and then where you're going to get to. You're going to break through. See, I have seen the same therapist I've been in therapy, a psychiatrist, a psychologist forever. And there's nothing majorly wrong with me. I don't know. I like it. But honestly, we have the same discussion every week. We have the same conversation. I pay $400. Thank you, Los Angeles. And that's it. And I'll see you next week, and I'll say the same thing, and I won't improve myself. You won't do anything. You'll ask the same question. We'll just do the same damn dance. We all have scar tissue, right? I'm 50 years old. We have scar tissue that just hardens over. And our memories and our experiences, like I want to access my father. I want to understand something about our relationship. He died 4 years ago, but I can't just sit there and be like, okay, think about your father. Think about dad. What did that mean to you? God, the Giants suck. Why did they lose? You're gone. ADD, whatever it is. It's just, there's too much happening. Anyway, I'll get right to it. It's plant-based. It's called plant medicine, sassafras and something else. Take those 2 capsules, walk around the garden like a little teddy bear, 1 step, 2 step, tickle under there. My mom used to do that when I was a kid. 40 minutes later, take the other 2 capsules. And 5 minutes after that, you know what? Why don't you lie down? I go lay on this beautiful mat, very comfortable blanket, eye mask. Eye mask comes on. And about 10 minutes laying there, I say to myself, the music is playing. It's Amazonian music, Peruvian rainforest kind of, it's like wonderful music. I actually have the music. I took the music with me. You know what? I can get it on the Sonos. Steve, why didn't I think of this before? This could be unbelievable. Tell the story with the music. God, am I a programmer?
Really, you're taking us on a ride here.
Really am, Steve. I really am, Steve. Let's go to top tracks of Duder. And here we go. Okay. Tell me if you can hear this.
There we go, right there, Bill. Good.
Can you hear? You can hear
Yep.
it?
Yep. Right there.
Okay. Whoa, this almost takes me there. So you're laying there. And of course your mind is going, oh God, I'm about to turn over all my control. Oh my God, okay, is it happening? That felt warm there. Is that it? Is it okay? Is it now? Is it happening now? Shut up. Quiet your damn mind. Stop. You flew all the way here for this purpose. You're here to feel and see certain things, to resolve certain things. The greatest form of suffering is indecision. When you're stuck, you don't know what to do, and you're spinning your wheels, doing the same fucking thing. You're here. They tell you don't go back when the journey begins and you encounter something or someone and it moves on from there quickly. Don't try and go backwards and control it. I said, okay, I remember that. I encounter someone, so it begins and you literally drop in. It goes, the whole body becomes warm, cozy warm, and now you're floating through this journey. And I encounter someone important right away. 2 unresolved that I'm believe me, someone important. And I'm like, you. Oh my God, we're going to do this now? No. Bye. And I left. I was like, oh shit. So it's nothing? That's nothing? There's not more there? Like, what do you mean? Whoa. Oh, remember, go forward. Okay. I encountered my ex-wife. Beautiful experience. I see joy. I see her, the cat's pajama, the people in the house, the cooking, the music, and me walking in, hey, and the relationship is great. And I'm like, I knew it. And then you go to, well, I'm sharing most of it. Then you go to some relationships, this is public. Then ultimately, here's the greatest thing. I needed to see my father. Well, maybe I wasn't ready for this. Okay, so my great dad. Thing about my dad was he was a very, he grew up, with an austere father and a saintly mother. And it was, he had these tight little set of rules. So let's just put it this way. The divorce he was not a fan. He was mad. And he expressed that to me. So, in short, so I don't go into this too and read, I'll be in trauma therapy, but it was great. I had a great moment. I said, I love you. I understand you. You are a moral compass in the world. You are a bastion of good things. The world would do well with the structure that you live through that's around you. These are good values and amazing things. The truth is, but also limited. You grew up so tight, and the same rules that your parents gave you all the way that there's no flexibility for important things and important people. And so I love you so much, but I got it from here. I'm going to take over now. My rules, my values. I'm the CEO of me, and or the chairman. I'm going to stop reporting to you. He died 4 years ago, but I've still been having a hard time moving on in certain things because I keep thinking of him. So we had that moment. I said, thank you. I love you. You did everything for us. I don't need you anymore. I got this. That was powerful. Then mom, and then my beloved brother. Oh God. And then seriously, you like move on, you resolve, dad, bang. And you're like, tears are pouring down. And you just keep going in this journey. And then there's my brother. And I'm like, and I see him as a little boy. And when he was a little boy, he was like fixing vacuums and helping in the kitchen and doing like building projects and doing his homework and following the rules. And he just wanted mom and dad to say, you're doing a great job. You're doing an amazing job. You're an amazing boy. Great job. I was the shiny little object, getting in trouble, screwing around, doing this or that, and always keeping their attention. They had to like, shit, where did he go? And I don't think my brother got anywhere near as much attention as I did. And he just did everything right. He was perfect. They didn't have to worry about him because he was doing all those things, but he needed more. And then I saw him as a grown man. And oh my God, tears pouring out like crazy because he is really a special person. He's incredibly smart. He has 7 kids, takes care of every one of them, takes care of his wife who needs him. Running for governor of Maine, I believe the announcement, if he does it, will be in a couple weeks, 3 weeks, down to the wire. Boy, that state is going to be lucky to have this guy. I mean, intelligence, conscience, business acumen. Oh my God. And I just started to bawl. My brother's my best friend. Dad, yeah, you miss your dad, says Louise right there. Yeah, for sure. Don't we all? I maybe not. I had a wonderful father. I was with him when he died. I was in the room with him. He and I, we were buddies the whole way through. That's why his disappointment at my divorce rocked my world. Couldn't get past it. And he said some harsh things to me, like harsh. Like he turned to like, you don't. So that was tough. But I get him. You got to understand him. Here's the most important thing of this experience. Even the tough encounters, let's say you had an abusive mother or something. She drank a lot and yelled at you as a kid or something like that. You see her for her limitations and how she became that way. And you'll see maybe that there were things that she suffered from. And then you begin to understand her better. And then, it still sucks, but you understand. And then the tears just flow. And you feel a huge word, compassion. And oh my God, I just had it with everybody in there. All 3 of my daughters, beautiful things. And I've spoken to every one of them. As soon as I landed, I went and had lunch with my middle child. Just hugged her like crazy. Told her sorry for, a few things that I didn't mean, just had my eyes on work and other things. But anyway, the journey you need, not the one you want. I think it's not, it needs to be available. All this, I look at what happened over the weekend, what were the stories we've been dealing with in the news and all those things. I promise you, if this was available, all that pain comes out and gets processed, we wouldn't have it. So I think the calling for me in there coming out is I got to do something about that. I know everybody. I know I have a huge network. I have friends who are lobbyists in Washington, and I got to go bang heads with some of these politicians and say, hey, listen, I know big pharma can't make money off things that grow in the ground, but they've been doing this in Aztec culture in Mexico and Peru and all these wonderful places forever. These are people, think about it. Not a ton of money, success, but like peace. Would you rather be really rich or really at peace inside? Really at peace inside. Fuck the money. Anyway, and there's just love. Yeah, Liza, love. It is so full of love, forgiveness, understanding. Anyway, that little dusting of the person I saw at the beginning, at the end, I thought it was like one and done by, then a full opening reveal. And you see, it was the big finish. And when I came out of the journey, I said, I thought it was like 45 minutes. I said, how long was I down? I said, about 5 hours. I went, what? Oh my God, 5 hours? You don't want to come out. I'm like, please don't end. And I lifted up the eye mask and I said to the man, I said, I think you saved my life. He goes, oh, wow. That's the nicest thing I could hear. I said, yeah, I think so. So anyway, the work begins. And that's where you come to what this is. And that is neuroplasticity, right? We think the same thing. We are our thoughts. The thoughts we have manifest our destiny. If we're constantly thinking negative things, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, I don't have that, I wish I could do this, I'm not going to get a raise. And then we manifest that for ourselves. That's what happens, because these are our neural pathways that we keep walking down, the same damn trails in our mind. So it's same damn thing happens. But what the journey does is open up the possibilities to all this love and like, you can do that. I can do that. So when you're done, I listen to this music every night, but you work on those pathways. Keep walking down those trails, thinking those wonderful thoughts, meditating on that, and then go back 6 weeks or whatever it is, do the journey again, and then walk down those paths. And I'm telling you, that is exactly how I am positive. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But for me, that is how I fix it. I hate to say it. The shrink, I told, bye, ta-ta, and I love you and thank you, nothing rude. But I got this, because the answer isn't in someone else's opinion sitting opposite me saying, you know what, you're codependent. So what you really need to do is do. Oh, thanks. I went to this place in Tennessee to a retreat, spent 3 days intensive, and the guy tells me, you're codependent. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, you just pulled up on your Harley Davidson. You don't know shit. Don't tell me what. I know. The answers are all in here, but I talk myself out of it because of trauma, getting fired, divorce, bad experience when I was a young boy. By the way, here's a great one. I literally encountered everybody I need to encounter. I encountered the chairman of NBC News, who fucked me, who leaked that fucking tape to the Washington Post and took out my life. And guess what? I saw a sad man whose ex-wife, hopes he drives off a bridge, who's struggles with his kids, who's got a terrible job now, got fired from there anyway. It's a sad guy. And I remember what my brother said to me when I got canned 8 years ago, whatever it was. He said, you think of that guy, Andy Lack is his name, the chairman of NBC News. You think of that bastard as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, right? Just looming over the streets of New York and looming over you. You'll realize one day he's just a marshmallow. My brother. And he's right. And I sort of looked at him and I felt compassion for him, a sad sack of shit, sad sack of a man. And I was like, oh, actually, feel for you. Are you okay there, guy? I don't want anyone to hurt. So off I went. And same thing with the experience as a young boy, which was, not good, but many people have that. And just feel sad. Compassion. My mom, oh my God. Anyway, there it is. Let's get in here. Marshmallow. Yeah. It's just I'm done. I think also I realized if I had stayed in New York and stayed on the Today Show, I don't think I would have been happy. I think I would have been rich as shit, but not happy. Would have been the wrong gig for me. The wrong world. Probably would have thought I was some kind of cool big deal and like, look at me. All right. Important. So this journey, the way it's all unfolded is the way it's supposed to unfold, baby. Lean into it. Look at you, Billy. You grow. I know. Like, it's time, right? Holy crap. Whew. Okay. Almost had a couple there that threw me off the rails. Yeah. There's Lindsay. She's being honest. I've tried all of the therapy, medication, etc. after being through childhood abuse. Oh, my love. The place where I have most peace and freedom was through a relationship with God. Yes. Oh, by the way, very much the man who helped me administer and walk with me. He said he heard in Important Journey, he had saved his marriage. So many people have said this saved their marriage. And he said he heard the voice of God after they'd been separated for 6 months. And God came to him and said, I gave you a gift. What do you do with a gift from me? And he went, oh, wow. Right back to the house. Amends. That was 15 years ago. After 23 years. So he said, most beautiful, our marriage is beautiful. It was confirmed to me by God in that moment, or the voice he ascribed to God. Did you see Mildred in your dream? Yes. As soon as I came out of this beautiful place, I hugged my father. I thanked my mother deeply and said, you didn't get enough credit, Mom, but you're the greatest. I love you. I turned around and a disco ball just hit me, and a couple of big Yetis were brought to us, and Mildred and I just partied so hard, dancing. And then Mildred ate the things. She ate too much. She didn't mean to. And we lost Mildred. I'm kidding. Oh my God. Mildred, what did she just say? I was dressed as a naughty bunny. Oh God, Mildred. Oh, were you wearing the Zaddy shorts? I was not, Jessica. I did not wear the Zaddy shorts in there. Yeah, baby. Hit thumbs up. Hit thumbs up. I don't know what that is. Where is that? What are they talking about, Steve? Where is the thumbs up thing? Can I hit it?
Not here, Billy. On the actual YouTube page, you can hit thumbs up.
Oh, right? Yeah, we're in StreamYard, feeding through to YouTube. Side. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But let's get people to hit likes. Let's get some, let's everyone ask one person to come join us in the mornings.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, hit that shit. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I'll do the work. And I'll go back and probably a series of 7 or 8 journeys that are separated by 5 or 6 weeks and build this practice. And guess what, baby? Life is going to it's just awesome. It's great now. Be grateful for everything. This is fun. Boom. The Emmys last night. I did watch the Emmys because I don't care about the Atlanta Falcons or the Minnesota Vikings. Neither of those teams excite me on Sunday Night Football. And so I did watch the Emmys. Did I miss the Emmys? I used to cover the Emmys and the red carpet in the Emmys. I was like a traffic cop at the Emmys. And it was fun. Did I miss that? Yeah, I guess so, a little bit, just the schmoozing part. But would I go back to do it? No. No. I've done it forever. You can't just keep doing the same damn things over and over again. Pretty soon you're 50, 50-something years old on the red carpet, still, hamming it up with people who are getting younger. You're just, I've done my share. So I wouldn't go back, but I do think of all the fun times and the fun laughs. And I've still got great framed photos of some of these moments. And that was cool. I watched the show, and like we said, adolescence. I mean, if you haven't seen this series, Adolescence, out of the UK, it is incredible. And Stephen Graham, who is a journeyman of an actor, he created it, he wrote it, produced it, starred in it, and he won everything. Won everything. A great sweep for Adolescence, the best series I have seen. The studio, I knew it. We knew it. The studio is the greatest way to win awards is put everybody in the voting academy in the studio. There's 58 major cameos. So everybody's in the room. They're all in it in some way. So it was a sweep. Hollywood loves to celebrate itself, especially when it sees itself. Does anyone see in the studio? Is it funny? Or is it, I've heard some people say it's hysterical and some people, either way it was going to win because of the involvement, but I don't know. I haven't seen it at all. Steve, you haven't seen the studio, have you? Steve's working too much.
I actually watched some of the studio, and I think I agree with Darren Karp, who was on last week. I don't love it as much as a lot of people say. I just didn't buy into it, but maybe I didn't stay in it long enough. But The Pit, which you're going to talk about now, I loved The Pit.
Deborah says the studio is funny. Okay. Liza's moving on to Dancing with the Stars tomorrow, featuring Hilaria Baldwin. I never watched this show. You just want to... Are you hate watching? Be honest. Are you hate watching Hilaria? To see if she's like, oh my God, there was a Spencer tango. I did a tango, and I love a tango. It's an amazing dance. Okay, Hillary, you can stop now. Okay, fine. I'm Hillary from Boston. It was wicked great. Will she give us the today? We're gonna do. Maybe that's what they're doing for ratings. They're walking her into all these like tango, cha cha cha, salsa, walking her into opportunities to like start to crazy go with her accent. Remember, her name is Hillary and she's from Boston. So that will be fun. That will be fun. Oh my God, I have to watch now for her. The Pit. Steve has been he's been raving about The Pit forever, and I did make this call that Noah Wiley would win, and The Pit would win. It is if you think about the acting and the directing involved in this, there is so much chaos, like The West Wing. The acting and the directing, there's so many bodies moving in fear of turn, bumping into each other and while they're spitting out lines. That's not natural. They didn't just say, okay, go Curb Your Enthusiasm style, just riff. They're memorizing these lines and these moments and these marks to hit. It is incredibly intricate, that show. I think you got to take into account what it takes to put together these scenes. And Noah Wiley got a hero's return, and he never won. He was nominated as a supporting actor for 5 times for ER, and he goes, and there you are. Imagine his journey, speaking of the journey. 5 nominations in supporting. It ends, ER. Will it ever come back? Will I ever have this moment again? And years later, he comes back, I think with the same wife, and wins Best Actor. I don't know if it's the journey or whatever, but I just root for people more. I'll tell you what, the journey did. This is crazy. I'm watching the boxing match on Saturday night, which was wild. Canelo versus Crawford. And I'm at this really sexy supper club in Hollywood. I don't know. I went Hollywood on Saturday night. I had a friend visiting me from out of town, and he was like, didn't drink though. He did. I just had club sodas in there. That was interesting. And there were such sexy people around me. I mean, this is like a real Hollywood fancy members only club. And there is some sexy, everyone was sexy in the room. I felt unsexy. I had my golf sweater on. But it was impossible. I should have worn the zaddy shorts. Just, oops, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Anybody notice anything? But wow, that fight, oh my God. Anyway, I'm watching the thing and I'm like, Mario Lopez is hosting the thing. And I'm like, this has got to be. And because you compete forever and whatever, you're like, that guy, whatever. I thought he did a great job. I was like, this guy's in his element. Get the hell out of Access Hollywood and entertainment TV and be the boxing guy, dude. He loves to box. I once saw him in a charity thing I was involved in. He was boxing, or no, his manager was boxing and he was there. But I was like, go do it, dude. This is you. This Hollywood, same damn conversations. And you can't even ask a question anymore in entertainment TV. It's all so safe. People dancing around each other. You can't go in and ask the questions you want like you can in this space. Anyway, I was just happy for people to find their element. That's it. All right. Mary says, I'm 58, but still too young to be single. But still too young to be single. Are you single, Mary? Gorgeous woman like you. Get out of here. Yeah. Come on. Not for long. Start, Mary. Like I said on the psilocybin thing, I hope you're thinking the right thoughts. Because if you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to meet anyone, or I don't understand, you're not. You have to reprogram. Right? It's coming in. I would start thinking already that it already has come in. Start living your life as if that is, that's around the corner. Right? And forget about it. I know it's coming. I don't need to worry about the details and hammer and wonder, like, is it today? Is it tomorrow? Am I going to meet this guy? Should I go there? It's coming. So move on and think of other things. Let it go. What happened with the lady and the pineapple? Oh, and Lisa, she disappeared. She went on this cruise. First of all, I feel like we should send a wellness check, but she never came back. She never came back. She went upstairs. She went upside down pineapple, never came back. She's living in a unbelievably wild throuple right now. That's her life. She's in a throuple. What the hell I just want to know what Joy said that got this reaction right here, Steve. I roll back up there. Oh, did she say, I am 50 Cent. Mildred and I were going to hang out at jails. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, how did the Menendez brothers meet? Like one guy's like, he got divorced and remarried all while in jail. Because there's these women who are like, oh my God, I'm so in love with the guy in jail. That is some type of, I'm trying not to judge in any way, but but then I don't know, you got your husband in a confined place. You don't have to like take him home. He can't be a slob in the house because he's in jail. And when you're married, you get to have conjugal visits. So once a week, who wants to, maybe that's, he's in their 50s now. It's like once a week's fine. I mean, Mildred would prefer once a day, but I keep up here. Father Time is here. Noah, same wife, and he created his own vehicle. Yeah, I'm just so happy for him. But it was John Wells, right? I mean, so he's back together with John Wells from ER, right? Pretty amazing. Steve, please ask Billy if he fights with his girlfriend about me yet. Oh, no. There's a lot of jealousy there. Yeah, very sore subject. Very sore subject. Look at those eyes. You see, look everybody focus in on Mildred's eyes for a second. You see that? Look at that life. So much pep, so much humor, right? So much going on there. So yeah, love the pit. Love the Stephen Graham win. Just love that guy that he's been doing this for so long. And you know what? I noticed there was a really nice thread last night, which started with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, bleeds right into the Emmys. Everybody really, mostly the men, thanking and admiring and paying tribute to their wives. It's really classy stuff. Noah Wiley said, my beautiful wife, Sarah, who owns half of this, not just because it's California law, but because she earned it by being his partner. I just thought that was great. Stephen Graham said, my adorable wife, who I love with every ounce of my being. Yeah. The The Late Show with Stephen Colbert won. That was a foregone conclusion. I think that was Holly. He never wins before. That's always the Daily Show. But having just been fired by CBS and everyone thinking that Trump was involved in it, it was an FU to Trump, is what that was. But he didn't care. They didn't care. They celebrated like crazy. And, a tribute to him for 20 years. And they'll be done in May. So this is his last Emmys. And even Steven said, my wife, Evie, the real brains of the operation. Very classy. What did we think of Nate Bargatze, the host? He's kind of got a funny way about him. He's kind of like, he's got that Southern, slow kind of funny. I think he's warm and easy viewing. You know what I mean? Like there's no, it's not a task to be with Nate Bargatze for 2 hours, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I thought he's a warm guy to be. I didn't think anything was like overtly, wildly funny. I just thought he was easy, which is fine. The dwindling donation meter, they had the theme was, if your speech goes over 45 seconds, the donation meter to the children goes down. Here's the thing about Hollywood. Like, sorry, they're all like, aha, that's great. But I'm still going to talk about me and my agent and all the incredible things I love. And literally the children lost money last night. Like the donations to children went into the negatives, like negative 99. If everybody had kept it under 45 seconds, literally hundreds of thousands would have gone to children's charities. And they were like, that's cute. No, screw the kids. I'm talking about me. And ended up that Nate Bargatze, when they went into the hole, he had to put $250,000 of his own money and CBS's money. So they had $350,000 total to charity, or else there wouldn't have been any. That was notable. Ray Romano and Brad Garrett together on stage presenting Oh My God. And he's like, Ray said, we won 20 years ago and Brad won for supporting actor. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Okay, Ray. But what's happened to my life, Ray? Can I get back into Hollywood, Ray? And he says, Brad has a wonderful comedy club in Las Vegas. I'm performing. It's in the food court, Ray. Okay? Oh, God, I love those two together. They were unbelievably funny. Lynn Godley. I married my husband for his relaxing Southern drawl. Hey, Lynn, honey, can you get me a beer while you're up? I'm here watching the Titans. Slow, they speak. Tina Fey looked amazing. I don't mean to be catty, but did she get an eye job? Because the eye job is everything in Hollywood right now. All the ladies are getting the eye job. She looks so effervescent and young. Jesus, did she? I mean, she looked great. Steve, I need an eye job. I'm going to get an eye job. Can a man get an eye job? Oh, yeah. Brad Pitt, get a beautiful facelift. Oh, my God. Stunning. Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow. I think Brittany Snow is so, you know what she said? I'm going to change this Pitch Perfect shit. I want some other roles. She signs up for Hunting Wives. She and Malin Ackerman came out last night. That was, oh, wow. Gorgeous, the two of them. But, oh, man, that Brittany Snow is stunning. Who was the sexiest man last night? Sexy man last night. Who looked like they got it together? I saw a lot of tired guys with weird haircuts. Be honest with you. Let's do the fun part of the Emmys. Steve's going to take us a little walk right now through Emmy fashion. Come on, girl.
Here we go. Billy, you're made for this. Many years you've done this, Billy. This is your wheelhouse.
It's my favorite part. Honestly, I love the fashion. I do. I miss the days of worst dress, though. I think you got to just suck it up and be like, yeah, that was a miss. And then they stopped. Everything got too woke. Ooh, Is that Selena Gomez? Jesus, is she skinny? What's going on there? What? Ooh, do we know what she wore there? Let's just say red. You're not. Steve only had so much time. You don't know that that's like a Versace over the shoulder, off the neck, whatever.
I do know that it's a Louis Vuitton.
Okay, Louis Vuitton.
And that is Selena Gomez. Here we go.
She looks exquisite. Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Is everybody on the needle? What's going on? There's a lot of very skinny people. Very skinny. I love Catherine. She's gorgeous. Hey, that needle seems to be like it doesn't have any. Get on it.
What do you think of this?
Is that Amy? It's Amy Lou Wood. Amy Lou Wood from White Lotus. Okay, I love that.
In McQueen.
Good colors for her right there.
How about a little Angela Bassett?
Yeah, she looks chic. She looks chic. I like that. Chainmail, baby.
All right.
Chainmail.
Not just for the ladies. How do we think
there
Jake
you go.
looked?
Gyllenhaal's a funny guy. We did a movie called The End of the World or something. I interviewed him
at Tomorrow or something.
Yeah. End of Tomorrow. Greatest. We're doing. It's on Central Park West. It's in the middle of winter. We're outside doing the red carpet. And Gyllenhaal, I said, "You grew up in New York. I grew up in New York. Did you ever throw snowballs at buses?" And he said, "Oh yeah, my whole life." I'm like, "Me too." Bus would go by. I'd love to nail him with a snowball. I said, "Shall we?" We picked up 2 snowballs. It was perfectly packed snow. A bus comes right by. And we're like, we both, boom, boom, hit the bus. Oh my God. What a great guy. Jilly, looking smooth right there, like the plunging neck. Oh, I'll tell you who's sexy last night. Well, maybe if he's in here, we'll get to it. Who is this?
Parker Posey.
Parker Posey. She's got a new commercial out. God, she's great in the White
Custom
Lotus.
Valentino.
This is an old. I feel like this is like an old school, like home on the range, mammy pappy 1800s dress, right?
Yeah. It looks good though. I think it works for Parker Posey. I mean, we know Parker Posey. It's a Parker Posey look.
I don't love it. I have to tell you with it, Steve. I'm just going to be honest here. This is an honest zone.
No. You're the fashion expert, Billy. That's what we're looking for.
Jackie says, no, Parker. No, girl.
Okay.
But that's okay. She's freaking brilliant, and let's remember that. Okay.
Scarlet and Prada.
Wicked. Oh, back to the Scarlet. Oh, geez. Oh my God. Let's raise a glass to simplicity. Okay. Yeah. She has no necklace, nothing on the wrists, a beautiful top. She's in great shape. The face is bright and beautiful. The makeup is great. The hair is very simple. And there's just the danglers right here, the earrings. This is so far my best dress by far. This because of mostly because of what she didn't do. Next.
I love that. Here we go.
Oh, I don't want to see her go. This is like the journey, you know? Don't go back. You can't go back in the journey. Scarlett! Oh, please come back. Ryan Reynolds, you got Blake Lively. You let her go, and guess what happened? The right thing. She landed at Colin Jost. Funny, warm, probably a great lover. I'm going to say that. There's something about Colin that says to me, he really knows what he's doing. I'm just going to say it. I had to say it. I had to do it. Okay.
Ruth Nega, and also in Prada.
Yeah. Ruth, there you go.
Do you like the design? Do you
She's
like
got the mushrooms.
Design, Billy?
Yeah, the design's wild. I hate when there's like I'm not as observant as I should be. I'll never forget when Gillian Anderson, a few award shows came up, and she had vaginas on her dress. They were called nonis, but they were. I remember. She had a series of vaginas all over her dress, and I thought it was just this weird shape. And I'm like, "So, how you doing?" And then later find out, Billy, did you mention anything about the vaginas on her dress? And I'm like, on her dress? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I saw a picture and I looked at it carefully. I'm like, oh my God, a whole bunch of vaginas.
All right.
The dress has a satellite dish.
How about this? What do you think of this? Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, absolutamente sexaggio. Ah, yes.
The glasses, right? He finishes with the glasses and the white shoes.
He is just firing on all cylinders, this man. Oh, his career goes with his suit. Okay.
Okay.
Bring this full right now. I can do a voiceover. I need this. She is natural, this woman. She is cornered the market on natural beauty. Look at Kerry Russell. She is gorgeous. I love the bow. She's a great actress. I love The Diplomat, but that's the most you'll ever see her made up. Sometimes she doesn't wear that much makeup, but I like to see that. She is so beautiful, exquisite. Can't say enough good things about this. In the Scarlet category, this is a lot. I really love the simplicity of Scarlet, but this is now number 2 for me. Scarlet in first place. Okay.
Okay, let's go in a little different
Scarlet
direction.
will be impossible to knock out of the top spot. Keep going.
We'll see. Let's go in a different direction now. We got Jenny Ortega, big right now with Wednesday.
That's kind of fun and sexy. You know,
let's take it full screen.
If you're on a date and there's any kind of action at the end of the night, it's going to be very hard. How do I get this off? And where do we put this? There's got to be like 3 people to store that in the right place. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, much different look than Scarlet. Okay, here we go.
Looks like somebody cleaned up the beach and then landed and then like hung it on her. Okay. Is that Michelle Williams right there?
Yeah, Michelle Williams.
Dying for sex. So far, Scarlet. Yeah, Mary, I totally agree.
Okay. Here we go. Uzo Aduba.
Uzo. Yeah, it's sort of. I like it. I like the two-tone. You know what I mean? I think it's nice, on her body, right? It's like a good, you don't want to wear Scarlett's little thing or that beach dress. Although that Uzo, she could probably pull that off.
I think it's kind of cool. You got black at the top. It's slimming, right? But you still get the beautiful pink on the bottom. So you get the gown.
I mean, believe me, I know slimming. I used to tell the wardrobe people at every TV show I ever worked at, I said, black shirts on Monday, please. Black shirts on Monday or dark blue. An evening gown attached to a wedding dress. It's good. All right. Boom. Hit the high note on that. Oh, my Kristen Bell. Look at the arms on Kristen Bell. She's got Madonna arms. You know what I mean? She's like kind of, yo, bro, which way to the beach? She's fit. I saw her running down San Vicente Boulevard in Brentwood like 6 months ago, and she was just like cooking. And I could see the muscles and like she is working out. She's doing, what do you call that? Fit thing.
Yeah.
Fitness.
All right, I got 2 more for you, Bill.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Scarlett is not going to get knocked out here. She's soaring to victory. Yeah, just look warm. Great to see Noah Wiley, a journeyman, been doing it for it's just great.
Yeah.
Back Mary, that girl is fit, but the dress does not complement her figure. Okay. Mary puts the final word on Kristen Bell. And the last look. Oh, okay. You're so funny, Steve. You definitely saved that. And you're trying to get me in trouble. You're trying to get me in trouble.
Hey, it's just the last one that came up. I don't know. So who's 1? Who's 2? Oh, you're the fashion. Here, I'll put Scarlett back up.
Thank you. Just get that off. The red satin sheets, the heaving bosom. Always the heaving bosom. Like, oh, you can't say anything about it. I'm gonna put this up, and you can't say anything about it. No. Yeah. Okay.
So
But let me just say this: stunning, but my daughter's age. So moving on. Scarlett for the win, 100%. I think we as a team here are putting this together. Honeybee says it. Yeah, everybody loves. Yeah. She's beautiful. The dress is Barbie. I think that might be someone else. Scarlett is classiest. I agree with that, Kel. Oh, back to Sydney Sweeney. Wait till her boobs go south later on. I don't think are they, if they're making great ones these days, and so that way keeps you from too much south of the border movement. But who knows? Who knows? Because they make them so real these days. I've paid for a set. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Hit me, Steve. Hit me. Oh, Scarlett is the whole package. No question about that. God, I love Emmy fashion. Sweeney's gonna poke someone's eyes out with those. Billy, every titty goes south. Trust us old spinsters. Oh my God, Shmeha. You said it, not me. I just echoed it. God, I really love the fashion. I do miss that. Yeah. Yeah, making America great again. There you go. LMFAO. Girl. Mm-mm. Scarlett always takes it out of the ballpark. Yeah. Yeah, but that was really, that's her finest work right there. She gets it. Simplicity. She's so beautiful and is such a great figure, right? Did I tell you the time I met Scarlett and I was in Budapest? I took a dad-daughter trip with my daughter, my oldest daughter, Josie. We went to Budapest. We went to Prague and Germany. But when we're in Budapest, we're at this, I did the Amex points to stay at this very nice hotel. I was like, come on. And Josie's a total diva, my oldest. And she's like, Dad, can we please stay at that nice one? I said, yes, but we're going to have a king-size bed with pillows down the middle, even though she's, 20 years old. I'm like, you're not getting your own room. So I'm in the workout room. I'm up on the treadmill. And I see this woman in there. She's just like working out with a trainer. And looks like a normal person. No makeup. Like, And I'm like, oh, hey. And I'm just I literally didn't. 10 minutes later, I'm on the treadmill. Scarlett Johansson comes up to the side and goes, hi. And I went, oh my God. I had no idea. And then later I went down to the men's locker room, had a nice little chat with her. And there's Jost coming out of the steam room. Beautiful robe on. He's relaxed. You run into him in Budapest. Love you, Billy. Constant spirit. Well, Amy, thank you. Okay. Couple things here before we wrap up. Just going to talk a little bit about Mahomes and Kelsey. Travis and Patrick have a new restaurant they're opening together, but we'll save that. Want to say that today, the Charlie Kirk Memorial is set for Sunday in Glendale, Arizona. So coming up at State Farm Stadium, it's going to be huge. Donald Trump will attend. J.D. Vance is hosting the Charlie Kirk Show today, his podcast show that he does every day. J.D. Vance is hosting that from the White House at 12 o'clock Eastern to pay tribute to a friend. I will say this about us, and I have a chance to process all of that and look at where we are in the world. And I'm going to do a full Hot Mics episode today at 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern, on Charlie Kirk, on his life in perspective, his marriage, what he has said, what people have said about him. We will do a true or false on the things about him, the good things, the things I don't agree. It's all in perspective. It will be really good. I spent probably 8 hours over the weekend putting it together. And that's just the way I do it. Some people will say, stay out of this stuff and only talk about Blake Lively. And I say, no, if I only talked about Blake Lively, I'd be an unhappy person. I follow what is in here. It's the whole reason why I moved to this show on YouTube and everywhere else, to follow my instincts and my gut and just go. Okay? If I feel it, that's where we go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it today. It's going to be, it'll be up on the page. So whether you see it live or see it after, a full 360 on Charlie Kirk, what happened, everything, all the latest details on that kid and him, his impact, all of it. Steve, it has been exactly 1 hour. That's what happens in a journey. It flies by. Okay. Tomorrow, we'll see ya. Thank you. Thank you for everything. You know what, Teresa? I'm going to do that.